6.4. What I've done here is initialize the patch. You just want to go into right on the patch that you want, go over twice to initialize, and just hit right again, and it'll clear all of the EQ and any tweaking that's been done to this patch. So now you basically got a clean tone, like a bypass tone. People have asked me if it's a true bypass. I don't really know what that is, so I'm not sure. But I can't tell the difference between just through this with initialized patch and through my amp on its own. But of course, that could be a little bit better. So all I really do is I start right from the beginning, just with the master EQ. My amp is always biased for lows, and I play a lot of mid-range and stuff, so I crank the highs a bit and a bit of the mid. I'll turn down the lows just a touch more. And I don't get that really thumpy, muffled kind of bass sound each time. Next, I go down to the effects in the effect select, and I start with compressor. You just hit the button, it'll give you the screen here, and you can start messing with it. Hit it again to turn it on, and the compressor button will light up. It's pretty idiot-proof. So you can just switch it on and off, and it changes over here. Oops. So what I'll do is I'll just use a user preset here, because I don't need to show you exactly what I do for my patches, and I'm not going to. So we just change our threshold and stuff here. Okay, so this is pretty good. I like having the level on the compressor around 45. It seems to give me some hiss after that. There we go. So just going to squeeze everything a little bit. Next, I go into the EQ section, so 2 buttons over. And then I'm just going to, again, use a quick preset here. They got some nice ones. The slap one is good. I just, again, turn the lows down. I don't want them thumping really high. Okay, turn it again to make sure it's on. Then I'll usually go into Effects 1. Just start turning the dial and you'll be able to change the effect here. You got all sorts of them. So I'll pick something like this, the parametric EQ or the enhancer, tone modify. These are all really nice ones if all you're looking to do is just change your EQ a bit. So parametric EQ is basically the same as the regular EQ. So again, you get to change with that, mess with that a little bit. So let's just go enhancer, and we can turn down the lows a bit. Crank my high mids. I love the high mids. I never get enough. Again, press the effects 1 button to turn it on again. So there we go. This is just a basic tone change. See, that's got a much nicer tone. It's a bit tighter. Bass is still there, but it's not really going and giving you that ugly subwoofer kind of sound. I'm just playing with my Bassmaster XS400 head through a 200 watt cab. Just a single 15-inch speaker. So then you got that started. Now you can start to have fun. So go into the preamps. I don't use these too much because I find they give me too much distortion. But if you like distortion, go into your preamps. So the Concert 810 I think is kind of, can't remember what that one's modeling. It's either the SVT or something from Ampeg. So you can see it gives me some extra crunch on the low end. So we got the super flat. This is a really popular one. We can scroll over. We can change our EQ on that. So there's so much EQ happening. I love to have some more presence. Oh, your overall high end. Yeah. Let's give it some more treble too. I love lots of high end. Again, my amp is EQ'd to help this out. Choose our speaker type. I just leave that where it is. I'm not huge with preamps and stuff. I don't know much about this stuff. That's why I have this pedal. Okay, so now I got the preamp on, so I got some. So after that, we can mess around. We can have some more fun. We've got our other effects free. We've got our delay free, our chorus, and our reverb. So let's say we want to put on a little bit of chorus just to have it on all the time. Keep our effect level low. I'll just use a user preset. So that's no chorus. Hit it again to turn it on. So that's a nice effect there. You can mess around with the chorus. I've got several other videos that explain all these various effects that I'm using here. So now let's say we want to have something go on and on. Let's say we want to have some delay, but we don't want to have it on all the time. We set our delay the way we want it when it's on. Turn that down a little bit so I don't have so many times feeding back. So get my delay set the way I want it to. Then we're going to Master Pedal Effects, which is at the very end of the Effects Select row. We're going to go over to Pedal Effects here, so you'll start on Master. You want to go over to this one, hit Enter, then you can see it's right there. Each of the knobs below will change that parameter. So right now it's set to change it from channel A to B. So I'm going to set Control Switch 1 to turn my delay on and off. So my delay is on right now. I'll hit it again. It's actually a nice patch. Hit it again. Then if I want, I can leave everything the way it is. Then if I want to hit my tuner on, I just hit the other control pedal. I can do my tuning. That's a basic patch. Now you've only got the two control pedals. If you get the FS6 foot switch, or even one of the 5s, you can have an extra control pedal happening there. So that's a really nice way of doing it. That's the easiest way to make a patch. The rest of it comes down to personal preference, how you like to do all of this stuff, how you like to make it sound. There are some other areas in here, and I don't delve in these too often, but we'll take a look. So I'm going to be venturing into unexplored territory here as well. So we can also do our effects chain. So we can choose which channel has which. Now right now it's set so both control pedals are going to do just turn on and off effects. Originally it had it set to change from channel A to channel B. So the top one is A, the bottom one is B. If you want to do that, you can take some effects and move them around. So like, let's take one that we're not even using here. Just move that over, boom, and we ended up putting that into that row. So now that's only the effects channel 2 is only going to be, our effects channel is only going to be on channel 2. There we go. And that's just use Enter to turn it on and off. So you can also control your effects this way. And our channel select. So right now we have it on single, so it's always going through A. Then we can just change it to go through both A and B. So this way it'll give us our effects 2 on a different level there. Then our left and right, so it'll come out the left and right. Channel A's effects will come out the left mono, and the right will come out the right side of the output. And the frequency divide is another cool one too. As you get higher frequencies, you'll add the effects from level B there. So if I have it like that, let's say I want something on effects 2. Let's add some touch wah. Why not? We'll just make sure the effect is on. And so you can hear I'm getting it from the high end more than the low end. The low end gets some, of course. There's no way that frequency will actually have, all the lows have none of the effect of just channel B. They're always going to have the two effects bleeding over, but it's going to be higher when you get up to the higher end. Plus it's touch wah, so we could even change that to auto wah. I've never really trusted this part of it, but some people like to mess around with it. One of the effects I use is for YYZ, so when I go up on the high end there, doing the Geddy Lee stuff, I'll get some more distortion. It will really help hide my sloppiness. So I hope that helps. If you have any questions, again, don't hesitate to ask or email me.